Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery, and here I am at the 2020 Lancaster Classic in the Spooky Nook Sports Complex. If we actually turn around, behind me is the entrance to the Spooky Nook Sports Complex, but we're not going to focus on that. We're here for the archery, so let's continue forward. So as we walk through here, we can see Cam Media, which is broadcasting the event, and they're going to cover all the shoot-ups. Very cool. Other things is we have a nice event directory to give you an idea on the layout of the shoot. Of course, we're going to be walking through the whole thing, so you're going to get to see it in person, but pretty big event. To our right over here, we have a photo booth. Get your picture taken with the Lancaster Classic 2020 logo back there. Or you could have your winner $20,000 check. Pretty cool. Continuing on, we have some seating, and that is actually where you meet the pros for the Classic this year. And we also have registration. Yes, I know, we're hitting so much stuff right away, but this place is just jam-packed with good things. So generally this is a lot more full, but this is registration. This year we actually got cookies, which is pretty sweet. Continuing on, they talk about how you can win a gift card. They talk about the shuttle schedule. All very good things. They run shuttles to Lancaster Archery. There is also a youth trophy tournament. And on the side over here, these are our like nonprofit tables, like S3DA for college scholarships, and things like that. Very cool. Another thing to note, as we see Andy walking out here, yeah, woo, coffee and snacks. Wow, he's living the real trad life. Definitely check him out. Right here is the Warehouse Hotel, so you can actually stay on site, because all those windows, those are all rooms for the Warehouse Hotel. We're going to turn around, and now behind us, yes, is the merchandise shop. You can get yourself a Lancaster hat. You can get yourself the beautiful Lancaster Archery Classic 2020 shirt. You can see John Demmer peeking around the corner at you there. And now we're going to continue on and check out the rest of the shoot. Inside the hotel over here, you can see from the back, we're going to round the corner. They actually have a restaurant, the Fork and Pallet, so you can pick up food on site, so you don't have to drive at all. So you can just park your vehicle in the parking lot for the whole event and never have to leave, because you got rooms, you got food, and most importantly, you have archery. So with that, we have a lot of locations we got to go and see here. They do provide really great signage to tell you where to go. And well, we're going to just try to cover it all. All right, from here, we're going to go and head up the mezzanine and past some of the food that's going on here. We're going to check out the first practice area, or they're calling it practice range 2 because it's on the second floor. As you can see, there's also seminars, and those are held on the second floor as well. Lots of archers coming down from practice. And let's head up this flight of stairs. There is an elevator from my understanding, but I believe it's on the other side. So if you you are in a wheelchair, you can still get up here. Of course, see all the official documentation for that from the Lancaster Classic themselves. And there we have some seminars going on right now. Some of these get quite packed, and there's a lot of really cool speakers that give presentations. They had a whole barebow one. They had Hoyt here giving their demonstration on how to tune your bow. And a whole bunch of others. They change every year, but still very cool. There's also a neat opportunity to be able to overlook the whole shoot. Look at that. You can see everything. This is the blue field, since it is blue. Right now, all these archers are shooting head-to-head matches. And we're going to continue on. This mezzanine here, you can actually walk down. You can see all the people down there sitting on the bleachers and stuff, watching their archers from above. Pretty cool. And as we continue, you can see the vendor area. Look at all those vendors. And of course, way in the distance, you can see the green range out there. We'll walk through that towards the end, but we're going to hit up the major places like the practice areas first. So now, practice range number 2, which is the easiest one to get to this year, is on this top floor, and it's right in here. Wow, a lot of people practicing. All right. Look at that, everybody's walking down, pick up arrows. Looking really good. Pretty nicely well lit. Now let's continue on and check out the other locations. Now, from my understanding, the easiest way to get down is to go back the same way we came. I don't think there is another set of stairs open. I could be wrong, but this is the way that I took, and it seems to be the way that everybody else takes too. Okay, so we're back down to the bottom floor now, and we're gonna basically just walk straight. There's a couple little things that we're gonna stop on the way, but we're gonna walk to the bottom, I guess, practice area number 1, the bottom floor practice area. It is a bit of a hike compared to previous years and how they had the practice areas laid out, but it's still pretty awesome. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so back on the bottom floor, you can see a lot of stuff going on. They actually have live scoring on those screens, very nice. And we're gonna keep walking. And this is probably gonna be a bit of a trend because there's definitely some walking to get to this next range. As a note though, bow storage is right down here. And you just go and talk to these great people down here and you can store your equipment, as you can see. All right, we're gonna head back out. And we're gonna head to the practice range. Again, really good job on the signage from Lancaster. I think they did a really great job of showing you where you're at, where you need to go. So we're gonna follow that. We're also not going to make the mistake of walking up these stairs because you don't want to end up like this guy. Don't be this guy. All right, and continuing on to the practice range. We got some bathrooms over here, and actually to the right-hand side over here, there's actually doors that will lead to the finals area for the final shoot-up. There's the sign. Of course, it's not open right now, so we won't actually go and see that. But you can check it out from 2019 or this year's videos. You can see what the final shoot-up looks like. It's pretty amazing, the stage and everything involved in that. And it's probably one of the coolest shoot-up events in archery. On a walk to the practice range. On a walk to the practice range. Now, one thing that's really cool this year is you can really see how much this event is expanding. We have never set up this event in this area before, from my understanding. It never happened in the 3 years that I have been attending this event. So it's really cool to see that this tournament just keeps growing. So now that we're in here, we actually have like baseball and stuff on that side, which is really interesting. But here we have the practice, more practice. And for anybody who needs it, there is an additional bow storage right in here. Very cool. As we continue down, we'll get to the entrance of this practice field. And right here, they'll just check your badge to make sure that you paid for practice and everything like that. All right, there we go. And we got TJ checking badges. The staff at Lancaster Archery are excellent. They know what they're doing. They know what's going on. So never be afraid to ask them for help. They're more than happy to help you out. And okay, that wraps up the practice fields. That also wraps up most of the stuff in the front part of this building. Now let's take a walk through the vendor area and also check out the blue and the green ranges. And then after that, that'll pretty much wrap up this event. Now, if there's a point in time where you want additional information on this, I highly recommend you to check out the Lancaster Archery website and the Lancaster Classic website. They host this event, and they're going to have the most up-to-date and relevant information on this. I am just doing this tour to give you a nice visual of how all this is laid out and kind of what to expect in the coming year for the 2021 Classic. Of course, things may change, but it's kind of what we want in archery, because then the sport's growing and more people are getting involved and having a great time shooting archery. Now, new for this year, they actually have a nice secondary entrance to the vendors area. And we're going to utilize that. So we're going to walk right through here, and now we're in the vendors area. So there's a lot of great vendors here. This is a great way to come and try out some new equipment. Some of these vendors let you test out their new equipment. It's also, a great way to see, what the new equipment is. At least you can feel it and stuff. And then we're going to continue on. We're going to walk through this way, and then we're going to head over to the blue range. Just crashing to Chris Perkins while on the way here. All right, those are the scoreboards I was pointing at earlier. You can see as it's running through. And here's the blue range. Nice hard, plastic tile floor. Very interesting. Very iconic though. You really can't get your range wrong because, you're either in the blue or you're going to be in the green, and we'll be checking out the green in just a second. Looks like we got some compounders finishing up here. This is all being filmed on the head-to-head match day to see who's going to go to the shoot-up. So, big high-pressure day. Look at all these people waiting to see if these archers down there are shooting those X's or not, seeing if they're going to make it to the next part of this event. And now we hit the green range. Look at this nice AstroTurf. Some nice fake grass here. Looking great. And wow, we got a big gathering here in the barebow section. There may be some compound here too, but this is where most of the barebow archers shoot as well. Look at all these people. Pretty amazing. And we're going to continue on. Another important thing is the Lancaster Archery trailer. We're going to head around the front of it, of course, so that you can actually see what's going on with it. But it comes in handy because you have Lancaster Archery Supply, so you can pick up the gear you need and you don't have to go anywhere for it. Now, of course, they don't have everything in this trailer, but they have their shop still and their warehouse is right down the street. So if there's really something you need that they don't have, they can get it for you without an issue.
There's 2 of them from that house that made it. Yeah.
All right, everybody, that is a wrap-up of the tour of the 2020 Lancaster Classic. It's just finishing up now today. Tomorrow is the shoot-ups. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you here in 2020. I'm looking forward to it. Any additional information, please check out the Lancaster website and the Classic website. And as always, happy shooting.